What is up, legends? We are back and another Sensory Tower video to hop in and go over and talk about. All right, you guys like it? I like it. To be honest with you, and I don't peek, I don't look the entire time. I just want to be shocked when it comes towards the end. And I'm not shocked by something because I told you guys that the game was fire and the world apparently agrees with me. I know y'all see it already before I even get to talk about it. But the top two is literally without it. And in fact, Star Rail doubling in February is actually really crazy. Can you imagine? This company is averaging 1. No, that's not 1 point, but it's almost 200 million between two games in 1 month. 89 million, 85 million. The majority of gacha money is going to those games alone. That's the majority of the market right there on just those two games alone. Hoyo, that's insanity right there. The fact Genshin is still number one though is kind of insane. Y'all still carrying that dog. I know Genshin does not deserve to be that high up there. Star Rail, yes. Genshin, no. But neither here nor there. Like, some again it has like my favorite character, in it, so like she is my number one favorite gacha character. I like the character all the way around. I don't even play the game. I just refuse. But it anyway. Number 3. See, this hurts me because we do not have a waifu game of this caliber. This is a husbando game, and I told y'all literally before all this happened, this game is fire and it's gonna blow up. I knew it because when they asked me to test this game, you guys remember 3 months ago, they asked me to test it on Hype Watch. I was like, I'm not doing no husbando game. I'll talk about it on Hype Watch, and then that's fine. It was sponsored. I talked about it. I knew when the minute I cut on and looked at it, I was like, this is like Dragon Raja. Like all this is like graphically like Dragon Raja, but just good and not suck. And it's just husbando. You get to make a waifu and she going through the story and everything else. Like you got to get, like you pick whoever you want your husbando to be. And it's like a action novel that's like Genshin and Dragon Raja all combined in one. I was like, I know this is blowing up. They finally made a good husbando game. They finally did it. And I was like, why can't we get a good waifu game like this? Like, bruh. Like, I don't understand. Like, I knew this was gonna happen because it was the first one that was actually good. So it deserves that. I'm not even shocked by how much money Love and Deepspace makes because it's actually a good game. So, like literally when I was testing it, like it's not something I would put on my channel or anything. When I was testing, I was like, damn. I was trolling. I was like, this dude ain't good enough for my daughter because I made a character and then like it's supposed to be my daughter. Like you ain't good enough. You can't date her. Get out of here. I actually let somebody die because he was whack. But yeah, like that. It's a good game. So Dragon Ball Z Dokan Battle. 43 million, bro. That's a bro moment. What Naruto is this? Is this I don't know what Naruto what? This is Naruto. The picture right there, that picture is showing is and that's the Tencent version right there. So the Tencent version is still making that much money. The one that they locked everybody out of now, including myself, by the way. They just kicked everybody out. Tencent, like, I have a work visa. I literally have an account, a Tencent QQ account, and Tencent, they kicked everybody out of China gaming. Basically, you just can't do it. Unless it's Billy. At this point, they just kicked everybody out. Like I had it for like 10 years, and for whatever reason, I think this year when they made all those changes, and pissed everybody off. That was one of the changes that maybe I missed, because it literally tells me that my region is not allowed. And I contacted people, and all they did is tell me that you're not allowed. I was like, I literally am allowed to do this. Why am I not allowed now? I have a valid ID. And they was like, it's just not allowed. So I can't do any of that anymore. I don't know what happened. China wildin'. Like, I brought y'all so much money all these years, and y'all just kicked me out of Tencent. Like, technically, I'm not kicked out of Tencent. I'm just kicked out of the gaming side. Like, I can still go into the site. I can still post on forums and talk to people in China. I just can't play anything gaming anymore. It's just, you're just out of there. So, and I thought it was maybe I got banned because I've been critical of the Chinese government. But no, it's just everybody is like that now. So, whatever. Monster Strike just hangs on. Is obviously liked and everything else. Arc Knights bringing it up. 6 million. Good on them, Arc Knight. Fate Grand Order went down because their last month, those characters was kind of like I saw people like post them and everything else like that. Granted, there was a really meta character last month, but it didn't really look cool. It wasn't like really cool stuff, so I get why they went down a little bit. Blue Archive, they had a lot of swimsuit stuff last month, so I get the 3 million going up like that. And they had some free summon events going on, I think like 150 or something like that. And like, that would draw people back. And then once you get the summons and everything else, Uma Masame, this is actually, it's starting to slowly fade. It used to be up there like with the 40 to 50 million, but it's starting to slowly fade. But it's still, it's not, you can't even really say that. 21 to 17, that's still definitely respectable. One Piece Bounty Rush, I mean, it's One Piece. Light and Night, I heard about this. It's another husbando type of game. It's not like Love and Deepspace, but might be something that you waifus out there might want to look into. Puzzle Dragons is kind of a mainstay. Heaven Burns Red, I know why, because they had the collab that came back last month, so that's where that money went up from. The Angel Beat collab, I did a video on that for you guys probably saw that. The Summoner's War going up is kind of interesting. Decay dropping by 10 million, and the reason why is because they had no cool characters, just cute stuff, like no bangers though, no bangers, like it just really cute characters and stuff like that. But they were kind of like and they weren't even meta characters, so I that's where the 10 million came in. But there's still 10 million. Reverse 1999 global, that is respectable to still be at 10 million, very respectable. So respect to them on Reverse 1999. Dragon Ball Legends, that's yikes. They had Gohan and Boo. Was it Gohan and Boo? No, was it movie Gohan and somebody else? Either way, it wasn't hype. So Jujutsu Kaisen, they didn't really have that much hype going on. I believe, actually no, it was the homie with the ghost with Rika, right? He was last month, so he wasn't hype. I forgot what his name is, but Yuta, I can't remember exactly, but I think he was last month, so I guess that's just falling off. This light hanging in there, barely. Memento Mori actually looking like it's supposed to be, it's still too damn high. Path to Nowhere hanging in there somewhat. Hatsumiku, I still don't know who's spending on this game, but power to you. Azure Lane hanging in there. Azure Lane doesn't make 5 million all year, so I'm not worried about them. Ensemble Stars hanging in there. One Piece Treasure Cruise, that's kind of like a yikes. Black Clover M is a yikes, considering how much it started with, and then slowly fading out. That's because they don't have any characters besides Marcelon, whatever, the fire captain. That's the only thing that's going to save them for a month, but the Black Clover M is probably on the way out. Epic 7 is epically underachieving. I don't even know what they could do at this point. I don't play it anymore, so I don't know whether it's good or bad or ugly and stuff like that. I know what they did in the past to kind of like mess it up. I know what they're doing in Outerplane to mess Outerplane up. Right. Some companies, like you could just tell, they have good companies but bad people running them. And Smilegate is a classic example of a good company where whoever's leading Epic 7 and Outerplane don't know what the F they're doing. That's just it at the end of the day. And I know you're like, well, Scion, you're not a game dev. Yes, I am, actually. I'm not a super popular game dev, but yes, I am. You guys know I'm making a game. And I've been in the industry 15 years. I have been there long enough to know when a company is being run poorly. And there is no way Epic 7 should be making 2.9 million in 1 month of 4.1. Epic 7 should be up here. It was up there at one point, but then they got cute. They started charging for gear. And I called them out on it and like, why are you charging for gear? Why are you encouraging content creators to have Patreons and charge people for helping them and stuff like this? That's supposed to be free for one, and that's against Google and iOS TOS. So what they turned around and did is they requested Google and iOS allow them to actually do it. And then because I was the one saying y'all morally corrupt, they was like, all right, we don't want you to be creating no more. So I was like, that's when I was like, all right, well, you already pretty much showed what you guys are about. At that point, everybody who was around back then remembers that, where I was literally like the only creator, like why are y'all charging for gear? And it's still in the game now, by the way. They stopped it, but then when I stopped covering the game, they brought it back because there was nobody to complain or say anything about why y'all charging for gear. They're the only company that gets away with that right now, by the way. Anybody else who come here with gear packs, the people would burn the place down, but Epic 7 gets away with it. And they repeated the same thing in Outerplane. Just a hindsight on that. It's kind of like how old I am in the gacha community. A Fire Emblem, 1 million even across the board. The hell is the Battle Cats? I don't know what that is. It must be some other type of stuff. Punishing Grey Raven deserves more money. It's a really good game. It made more money last month because that's when it had two cool characters. Alpha came at the end, or the new Lucia, and before her there was a really good character, a very thick pink character. You guys know what I'm talking about. Honkai Impact the Third deserves more money because I think that this is actually still a really good game. We'll see how much the second version or how good that is. I have to actually start over in that game because I somehow lost my account. Like I logged in the same way and everything else. I tried to get it back and Hoyo acting like I never had the account. I'm in the consecrated Discord. I'm like, what the hell? And there's like, well, we had a thing where you were supposed to link and you were supposed I was like about to curse. Like, Mo, give me my account back. It's still there on the server. They acting like they can't. So if I want to play a Honkai Impact the Third, it's like a 9-year-old account. I have to actually literally start over, and I just haven't done it because I'm kind of pissed off about that. But AFK Arena, that's actually kind of like they're falling off. Ever Crisis is just an ever fail at this point. I'm so disappointed in them. Finally, this joint actually works, dog. Like, this is the Steam version. This has been broken for 3 months, dog. 3 months. This has been broken. Why? Why, dog? Like alone, this not working probably is one of the reasons why they made less money in that time. That is amazing that this was broken that long by a AAA company. It just started working yesterday. Like, bruh. Anyway. 7 Deadly Sins, which wow, that is a big jump. They must have had they had to have absolute garbage last month for that to happen. Altilia, I so wish that this would be doing better than what it is. It's respectable, but this is probably what it's going to plateau at. It's probably not going to get any better than this. And the main reason for that is because it just does not have enough currency circulating in it to have enough hype. You can't do much concentration on it because once you do all of the stages, what are you going to do? Like, I beat everything already, and there's no way for me to actually get currency. So what am I going to do videos on? Like, I want to do videos on it. So when characters come in, I talk about it in the update, and you can't make separate videos out of those characters. It literally takes like 2 or 3 minutes, which is why when the update comes out, I do update, show what's in the update, do the characters, and then whatever summon I have, which is usually 1 or 2, and then that's it. There's nothing you can do after that. That's what Alteria's problem is, as far as social media and content creation, is that there's not enough currency and not enough to actually do to facilitate more hype on it. So it's just gonna plateau and sit around the 2 to 3 million time until it just fades out of that. At that point, Tower of God was never good to begin with. I remember I said that from the start. I was like, this is really not that good of a game. It's just an idle game at the end of the day with a few quality of life stuff that's cute. And people say, oh my God, you're hating. You just want to kill it. I'm like, you don't do nothing. It's like, they just took the IP and put it on top of an idle game. And I mean, you see the money. I don't be trying to hurt people's feelings. I just be trying to tell y'all the truth, so y'all don't spend like $1,000 on something that's going to die in 2 months, which, I mean, another Eden hanging out, a Bang Dream, Pokemon Masters EX. I forgot this game existed. Word. I'm about to go play it. I actually forgot this game existed. Oh, I got Power World. I ain't about to go play this. Final Fantasy War Visions. I forgot this existed too. Look at it. How do Final Fantasy games on mobile just Square dog? Like, I have a Square rep. I need moment of silence for Square Mobile, man. I need to. Aether Gazer hurts too. Aether Gazer deserves more. Tower of Fantasy deserves more. Them back to back. Both of these games deserve more. And it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen for them. As much as I cover both these games, by the way, I like both, but I don't see both of them getting out of this year. If not, I don't see both of them getting out of June. Even with Tower Fantasy having the Evangelion collab coming like literally like in a few weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks, I don't see them getting past June, either one, and that's upsetting. And this is the stuff that I feel that people really should. Like, they have good gameplay on them. Like, this is the stuff, so we don't see like a million idle games. This is the stuff that should be focused on, in my opinion. But Idol Master, I don't really mess with that. Frontline, that's gonna die because I got so much drama that just don't bother. One Punch World is gonna die because Crunchyroll. I don't even need to talk about that. Crunchyroll being Crunchyroll. Grand Summoners is. It hangs around. Grand Summoners is about as old as like the gacha community, so it'll be all right. Echo has a weird problem. Echo has too much to do in its daily cycle that it burns you out, which is kind of the problem with Tower Fantasy. There's too much to do overall, and it just becomes an issue. Snowbreak, if Snowbreak can't break more than 1.5 with Katia being basically a hentai character, Snowbreak ain't making it beyond June. I'm like, Katia is 100% a hentai character. They just said we gonna make a booby Sailor Moon character, and she gonna show butt and breast and everything else, and shoot a crossbow and try to literally have sex with the MC at every chance that she get, and we gonna make money. And it did not work because they made 1.5 last month, and they made 1.5 the month before, and 1.1 this last month with her being the prevailing character. If y'all not making money, and they actually had good gameplay in that, mind you. If y'all can't do more than that, not past June. Mobile Suit Gundam, I knew that was gonna happen. because they just threw everything in the first update. And I was like, what are you gonna do? Like, it's just like literally like every damn Gundam out here now. So that's gonna be a rip. Limbus Company was dead when it launched. It's just that people liked it, but you can just tell with its format it wasn't gonna work. Devil May Cry Peak Combat is actually a fun game. Again, bad people running it. There's nothing else to say about that. That's dead in the water because you know Capcom ain't gonna let that rock. Brown Dust is probably gonna not make it out this year. Idly Manager, I don't play that, so I don't know what's going on with that. I can't comment. Octopath Traveler, I wish this was doing better than it is, but again, Square, moment of silence. Speaking of which, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, rip. Counterside, they made $200K the month before. I mean, they did better at 600. I think that's because they had that music waifu, and she's popular. I don't know how Alchemy Stars is still here. Guardian Tales, again, I don't know how they hang. I don't know what the hell Dolphin Wave is the butt surfer waifu game. It literally got a butt in the screen. So yeah, that's what that is. I don't know how that's hanging around, but it is. Eversoul. There's so much stuff that ain't gonna make it out this year. Like, look at this. Eversoul ain't making it. Damn Machi Battle Chronicle was actually pretty cool. It's not gonna make it. Captain Tsubasa, that ain't gonna make it. Neural Cloud ain't gonna make it. Girl Frontline ain't gonna make it. Outerplane, Smilegate, effing up ain't gonna make it because Smilegate decided that they gonna make the pities not count with tickets, which is like what was making people like the game, because you can get characters and have fun, and then people were spending because they wanted dupes. You can at least get one piece of the character. You know what? I want dupes. I want to win in PvP. I want to be able to do the content. That's what made me spend. And they're like, nah, we just didn't say anything about it, mind you. Didn't say all of a sudden we do we do the update. We come in, we thinking that we're gonna get, what was it, Demiurge, Draven, and we know why the tickets don't count. After the fact, after 2 weeks of it, we made a change to the ticketing system. Actually, you know what? They did say it, but we didn't understand that what was going to happen. They did say it. I'm sorry. They did say it before that, but it wasn't worded like, oh, we just going to nerf the pity. And that killed everything. And I said it the day that it came out. I was like, you just killed your game. 100%. I was like, nope, everybody going to leave. That's exactly what happened. Oh well, have fun. Like, just sell Smilegate. Whoever, just sell them to somebody who know what they're doing. D4DJ Groovy Mix. I actually played this before. I can't play it on YouTube. A lot of these like Review Starlight, Relive. Some of these games are actually really cool. But their underlining problem is their music flags, which means content creators can't actually show them on YouTube and can't show them on Twitch. And YouTube and Twitch is a large part of revenue for games. It's a very large part. If you can't get that press from YouTube and Twitch, like, think of it like the really popular content creators in the sphere. I consider myself middle ground. I'm like semi-popular. At one point I was like world famous popular with Epic 7 for a little while, and then that with Naruto Online, and with Bleach Online, where you could say I was like literally I had people coming to me and like, I grew up on you and stuff. People do. I grew up on you, like, oh my God, and everything else like this. When I went to my oldest son's graduation, I had kids in the graduation because they were like excited because they never actually seen me out in public before. I had people following me around the graduation, and my son was embarrassed. He probably don't like this story either. But people were like, oh my God, are you you're the YouTuber, Scion, and everything else? Like, I grew up watching you, everything else. And then they're bringing me up on their phone and they're like saying that they subscribe to my channel, everything, subscribe to me or follow me on Twitter and on Twitch and everything else like that. And it's kind of like surreal, like these kids growing up, like these 17, 18-year-old kids just graduated out of high school, and like they were like 10 and 11 basically watching me back then, everything else. It was part of the reason why I don't like to curse anymore and kind of like act up and stuff like that, because I have children watching me. And a lot of people say, well, it's not my responsibility, like I'm not a role model or influencer and stuff. Like, it doesn't matter. Once you become a content creator, you have that crown, whether you want the crown or not. It's on your head. You have that crown. Even if you're a small creator, kids are going to come and watch you. They're going to idolize you. They're going to listen to what you say. They're going to try to talk like you. They're going to try to play games like you. They're going to try to be around you and stuff like this. They're going to try to be your life or, emulate you. You have that responsibility whether you want it or not. The minute that you become a creator and you have some type of influence. So you have to be better about that. Going forward, Magia record. Aster, why did I do that? Aster, this isn't even out yet, and this is very concerning. And I was telling people, you saw I had a video up on this. This is not popping in JP right now. It's probably not going to pop global. It's probably going to go to like 1 million gross and stuff like this, and then just be a negative at that point. Artery Gear, I don't know how the hell that's still a game. I've said this for 3 months in a row, both Artery and Hegan at this point. I don't know what Legend Clover is. Good luck. Love Live, it suffers the same type of thing. It's a music type of game you can't play, basically online. Arslan. I'm joking. I don't think I ever... that's how much I make in a month. I'm sorry. I was laughing and coughing at the same time. Arslan, how I make more than you do? What is this? Like, how? Y'all don't understand how good Arslan is as a game. It's like Final Fantasy Tactics, Fire Emblem, like Front Mission. It's like all of those games in one with better graphics, waifus and husbandos that actually look cool with good. How does it 15K? First of all, this ain't never coming global. They can't even afford to pay Google Play. So just forget that. Just wow. Now, something that they also did is they put it side by side over here. We're just gonna go over it with the more of the Chinese income right next to the stuff with global, and you see just how much China actually makes, and you see Level in Deepspace China is popping off as well. I want to just put a little bit of perspective, showing like just I wish I could just take China, but this is a picture. Stuff that happens more so like Art Nights carries itself over there in China pretty well. I'm pretty sure that's the Tencent Naruto, which that's the best Naruto game ever made. You have it up on the channel. It's called Naruto Mobile. Just check it out. It's literally the best Naruto game ever made, basically. It could be that, and it could be Naruto Online, because that still exists over there as well. The fact that Reverse made the same thing in China is kind of interesting. But again, we're looking at the Chinese stuff. Path to Nowhere, the literal reason that Path to Nowhere still exists, basically in global, is because of the Chinese side. This light, it's actually not that bad for this light in China. So this light got a little bit of killer. It definitely is not. Was that even on here? Do they make no money in global? They definitely ain't at the top. Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Okay, I'm about to say. I'm about to be offended for them. But they this light hanging in there. But Path of Nowhere really gets carried by China. China, so far, Azure Lane, Fate, Honkai Impact the Third doing better, and then China's doing better with Furnace and Grey Raven too. So that might be carrying. Blue Archive not so much. AFK Arena not so much. Girl Frontline is a myth. Epic 7, wow. Aether Gaze is doing a little bit better in China, so that might be carrying them. Tower of Fantasy is a no. Ensemble Stars a little bit something. Snowbreak, not so much. I thought Princess Connect Global got canceled. Not China though. Bang Dreams doing better. Alchemy Stars, NeuroCloud, Girls Frontline, Guardian Tales, another Eden. That's not that bad. NeuroCloud, I feel bad for NeuroCloud. That's not a bad game either. Harder to get like 13K, dog. Damn, get Devil May Cry. They really not effing with Devil May Cry in China. Damn. Man, there are so many companies. I just want to go to like the CEOs, like, dog, let me be lead designer, please. I'll make you money and you be retired, dog. Like I can speak, like I'll just come right in there trying to, because I know how to speak Chinese and Japanese. Like I just come right to these companies. Please, dog. Please, let me save you. Let me save you. Everybody that you have running, like whoever got, let me come and save you. Smilegate, let me save you, dog. Oh, no harm. Let me come save y'all. There ain't no reason Epic 7 should be underachieving the way that it does. Epic 7 is probably one of the best games on gacha right now, as far as quality, characters, and legacy and everything else. There ain't no way y'all should be making $4 or $5 million a month. Final Fantasy, Ever Crisis is fire. It's not making money because it's just run improperly. That's it. The pacing is off. They throw stuff at you all the time. They got paid banners and stuff like this. You need to be allowed to actually earn stuff in this game. Just allow us to earn stuff in this game. That's all you got to do. Earn it properly. Alongside the paid stuff, you got paid stuff with no way to earn it properly. That's not gonna work. That just make people automatically see that and say, you know what, pay to win, I'm out. Companies, you do not get away with this. And the reason why I am preaching like this a little bit right now and taking time is I got a lot of companies watching me right now, not just a little bit. I'm in Variety right now. There's stuff pretty big going on with my channel where, as you guys can see, I'm getting a lot of PC stuff and stuff like this. I got a lot of industry attention, which is what I wanted at the end of the day. And I'm talking to everybody gacha right now. You never get away with your game being pay to win, even looking like pay to win. And I literally told that to a company, that a game that's coming out, and when the game comes out, and if they change it, then I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to show like logs and everything else like that, because I literally told them, like, I'm beta in it and everything like this. I did something for them already, and I told them, I was like, you got a system in this game right now, like the minute that this launches, they're going to burn your game down to the ground. It's not even going to get a shot. So I'm telling y'all now, before you even get it to live, you gotta change this or do something about it, or it's gonna be GG for you. You're just not even gonna get out the first month. Like, I straight up told them that, like, right off the bat. It's just not gonna work. Like, I don't be out here, or which made some enemies of me with some game companies. Some game companies just didn't like that. I think that happened with Wuthering Waves, to be honest with you, because they making all types of excuses of why I'm not actually testing that game. And it doesn't make any sense. When I was invited to test, like, that's why why I was annoyed with them and got on them about that. You invited me. I didn't sign up. You sent me the email and asked me, and then you didn't invite me. So who at your company got butthurt about something I said? Which I don't even actually think that I've said anything about Kuro. if I'm being honest. I'd be telling y'all to play Punishing Gray Raven. So I don't know why they did that towards me. I have an inkling of what may have happened, and it better not have been that, because that's major industry beef if that's what happened. And my inkling is that another creator told them not to invite me after they already invited me, because everybody's acting lost is the reason why I'm not in Wuthering Waves. I didn't do anything to them. I've never disrespected Kuro at all, and I continually be like, play PGR, and like I'm a major advocate for that game and trying to get people into that game. And plus, I was a major advocate, and not the first major advocate, for the Chinese version of PGR. So for me, I felt disrespected that you invited me and then just didn't give me a key into the game. That was my major problem with that, and I expressed that very emphatically, that I don't appreciate that, because you just wasting my time. I could have just did something else. Like, you basically made me fill out something for no reason. So I supremely hope that it's not that, because I got a major problem with that. Like, major beef. Like, it is a major problem. Nobody better not ever let me find out that it's that, because you will find out just how industry powerful I could be at that point if somebody actually did that to me, because I don't do that to the people. Like, I talk about things, and I talk about, like, I don't like view botters and stuff like this. I just call out because that affects all of our money at the end of the day. But I don't physically go and stop anybody from making any money. I don't physically go and stop any other creator from doing anything. Like, that is what it is at the end of the day. But I just don't like when people affect my money. So if I find out that that's the case, y'all want to see content creator beef, that is going to be the one of all time, because I'm going to have a major problem with that. I got enough industry clout to make a major problem out of it. So somebody better figure it out. That's all I'm going to say about that. And I don't like that. There's a certain code in the industry that we have here, like the respectable people and the actual industry people. And I'm actual press. If you guys didn't know, I'm actually video game press. So if somebody does something like that and I get slighted like that when I didn't actually do something towards the company like that, that is a major problem. So outside of that, we are done with all this, and I think that's about it. We had some fun. We got some talking, and we talked about that because I believe somebody did ask me about the Wuthering Waves thing, because it rubbed people the wrong way that I got left out. Like, it was really disrespectful. So it is what it is. But like I said, if it is that type of drama, you talk about creator beef, y'all gonna see one at that point. So I'll catch you guys next video. Peace.